defenses.
Oh, yes.
So every single defense is going to be worth it 1,000 more in this best of 2.
Yeah, best of 2 indeed, with Goku starting it off, coming in with that Queen Charge Dragon Riders as the King does path his way in towards the scatter shot as the Queen is making her way closer towards this Town Hall. Rage down the Queen to keep her going through the double expos with a King ability going off. Has yet to pull out the Clan Castle, so you have to be worried about charging his way a little bit deeper into the space here. Let's hope it's not like Rocket Balloons or Super Minions, and if it is, he's got to be able to react in time as the Queen is raged up again. And looks like her pathing might just bring her towards the multi and not the Town Hall. Okay, so there's the Viz, and that reroutes the Queen. Brilliant here, Goku.
Yeah, making sure that the Queen is actually pathing the way she is intended to. But it said as well, so far no Clan Castle came out just yet, and I feel like the Queen is going to hang around the bottom side, but he's not waiting for that at all. Instead, he is starting things off, and again, we are seeing that Vatang actually adapted with the traps and are choosing now the double black mines around those air defenses. We had that yesterday as a hot topic with a couple of the teams trying to defend teams where they felt like, okay, they are playing a lot of Lalo, stacking the air defenses around the air defenses, stacking the black mines around the air defenses to make sure that those lava hounds are going to explode right away and not giving any possibility for them to tank. But this is a Dragon Rider attack, and the double black mine went again into the loons, into the slammer in the beginning, and with that, those Dragon Riders are looking really good.
Yeah, those Dragon Riders going right through the core of the space. We do have the Lava Hound on the top side, but that's not going to matter as the Queen's alive with her ability. We have the Dragon Rider still up and absolutely crushing through the space with just over 1 minute left. Drops that poison spell onto the Hound as it's about to pop towards the top, but we have the freeze onto the multi with the Dragon Riders coming through and clearing that. And we've got a 3-star to start off this match here. What a brilliant hit from Goku, and this is exactly how you want to start off the grand finals day, right? This is the first match of the finals. This is Queen Walker Stephanie taking on Vatang. This is a best of 2. Whoever wins these 2 wars combined is going to the finals to have a chance at winning that golden ticket.
Yes, that's right. Those teams we have seen on Twitter, I feel like Betzinger have posted that it would be just those 4 matches. You're 4 matches away from possibly winning a golden ticket. That sounds like not a lot, but the level of the teams is really scary high, and it's every single defense. I think that's how we should phrase it. Every single defense at this level counts. But so far, Goku coming in strong as first attacker for the Queen Walkers, and starting off with his usual 3-stars, he is as well really strong as this opener. As well preferring the Queen Chargers, but we're seeing such a comeback for a lot of Queen Charge players with the Dragon Riders in those pro matches. Like in Legend, I feel like still it's not getting used that often, but a lot of people like to change the Lalo into some Dragon Riders overall, because they're just working great. They just have so much power. And typically, they do not need that many spells, which is always a great thing to have when you're doing those Queen Charges, and you can put every single spell onto that Queen.
Yeah, and when you can invest those spells in the Queen to keep her alive, she stays alive, moving through the whole base and gets incredible value. And it was brilliant pathing that Goku had with the invisibility spell to bring that Queen back for the Town Hall, which made all the difference. And then he finished on the multi-target Inferno, which was brilliant. We know that we're going to see a wide range of attacks in terms of probably air, right? Because they love to bring air attacks, especially with the Lalos. But we're seeing an air of the E-Dragons with Sincere Prayer coming straight on in, freezing up that Town Hall in that air expo. As one E-Dragon does lock onto the Town Hall. Warren's helping, and he's another freeze with the expo just going down on the other side.
Yeah, and yesterday we had Sincere Prayer coming in with a 1 minute and around about 20-second 3-star. Can he do it today again? So far, the rage in the middle, I'm not really sure, because Lazy Dragon is going down with that. We have pretty much the Warden now raged up in the core, having to take down the Mucha Inferno Tower, but his heroes are struggling to get to the back end. There's a Super Dragon still inside the core of the base with that Queen together, and the openings on the outside are giving his Queen and his King some nice pathing to actually get a lot of value. But those Black Mines really giving those Dragons a lot of struggle. But there's only this one compartment left, Everything is now relying on this those two laser dragons and the queen.
The queen has her ability, which is going to be huge. She can pop the ability to help take down the air defense with these 2 E-Dragons coming in. Remember, this is a ground expo. So as long as these bottom defense of the Archer Tower and Tesla go down, there's nothing else that's going to hit these E-Dragons. Archer Tower Archer Tower goes down, so that's going to help here as these E-Dragons are going to try to finish this off. And I don't know how much health they have. Oh, okay. They got plenty of health here to move through. And we've got an answer and a very quick attack here coming in from Vatang. And this is what you will need to do to take on a team like Queen Walkers, where you're going to have to be getting triples, but not only putting up close to perfect wars, has to be a fast attack so you can get the average attack duration advantage if it comes down to a perfect situation.
That is always an option, but so far Vatang nearly always finishing on this 14 stars. That's like their magic number. As soon as the match is 14, we know it's Vatang right there, which is not a bad score at all. Like, if you consider being super consistent with 14 stars, well, a lot of teams who are like calling themselves a top team are not getting those high scores and like always saying, okay, the meta is so easy. So there's a big question mark then regarding that. But either way, having such a good offense is one thing, but as well the defense. We have talked about the defensive side of Vatang already many times. They have won already multiple matches with that defense. So now the question is it going to work versus one of the best teams in the world as well, versus Queen Walkers? I am not sure about that. If you can rely on your defense, I feel like they need to somehow keep dishing out those play stars. That's like the important thing right there to do for them. But Queen Walkers is next.
Yeah, Queen Walkers coming in with their attack, which is probably going to be Kazuma, who typically comes in usually second, as we do know that Queen Walkers definitely loves to stick with their same attacking roster, while there's a lot of other teams that kind of switch it up, right? They kind of attack whichever order some players are ready to go, or which they have maybe a plan on the base. And especially, you've talked about it before, and you can further explain kind of your thought process in terms of when it comes to attacking. But usually if someone says, hey, you know, I got a plan for this base, you're like, all right, fine, let's stop playing on that base. You go take it, and we're going to start planning on the other bases. Is that kind of how you approached like kind of the competition when all the nerves was on the line?
I think so, mainly, yeah. But I feel like at this point, the meta has changed a little bit, where a lot of the top teams have those specific attack orders. Like, Vatang is the same thing, right? We are always having Sincere Prayer starting things off, then into Railo, and so on and so on. While on the other side, with Queen Walkers, you have mentioned as well, they're starting off with Goku now typically, then Kazuma, and there we go, exactly, Kazuma's in, but not with the Queen Charge, and that's surprising. I mean, I typically always see him in Queen Charge. To me, like, he's one of the best Queen Charge attacker in the world, especially like his use of the lockdown just always impresses me. So let's see how that's going to work now for him, switching to Dragons and Dragon Riders, because we know how powerful this can be. And he even brought a couple of skeletons to most likely tank for the back end, maybe the scatter, maybe just for the Royal Champion. We're going to see in just a couple of seconds. But the Town of Blimp has worked already, so now it's all about those dragons.
Yeah, that tunnel going down also can help set a funnel to send the dragons through towards the core. Since that won't be up, they can help path their way through as an early warning ability goes off with that double rage to path their way straight on in to help take down the Royal Champ. Move through this air defense scatter shot and lures out this clan castle of archers and a headhunter. Does have a poison spell to use. Not using it just yet, so waiting on that. And the wall break might actually, does indeed, with the headhunter, pull out this lava hound. So he can use a poison spell as the hound goes towards that queen, but you see another freeze as these dragons are pathing their way straight to the core, but they're taking a lot of damage through the splash. And these dragons are losing their health, but is it enough?
Yeah, all those Redmans in the core were really deadly, and he's trying to somehow tank the back end with those skeleton spells, but I feel like there's not too much left of base, but at the same time, the Royal Champion can be still placed, now getting added at this bottom side. And with that little bit of a spell support, he can still maybe pull this off. We know how strong those heroes are. Oh no, Queen! Come on, what are you doing? Why? You can just walk around the corner, but the Queen is trying to throw this attack away. and going for the wall, taking down the Expo. But now he's going to have a problem with the freeze. But that queen is now getting healed back up, but the Royal Champion has to suffer for that.
Yeah, unfortunately, just misses the RC. So now he's going to have to try to get through the enemy queen, but the Expo is going to be too much. This queen's not going to survive, and it looks like Railo's going to have a defense here, which can be huge. And that's exactly what you need to try to stop Queen Walkers. Is even anything below a triple is a fantastic defense, and you know it, as we have these final buildings left on the backside of the Grand Ward Arch Tower. That's definitely going to be way too much for this queen. And unfortunately, Kazuma is going to fall short here.
Yeah, really unfortunate, and at the same time still wondering why he chose to come with those dragons. Maybe because I'm not following too many then of the Queen Walkers matches, and he has already done this a couple of times, but I feel like whenever I see him succeed is this Queen Charge entry. He's just so good and creative with the approaches, and especially with the use case of those siege machines. Him now switching to the dragons is kind of surprising to me, and it did not work, unfortunately, with this one. But at the same time, I can be really sure that Vatang is going to be most likely coming in with those 14 stars. So having one fail isn't the end of the world. And especially, we have to remember that it's a best of 2. All of those matches today getting broadcasted are going to be a best of 2 combination, which means you have the chance of a comeback always happening, especially with only 3 of overall the 10 attacks done so far.
Yeah, that best of 2 really changed it up to give you a kind of a second life, right? It's not a double elimination where the loser goes to the lower bracket, but best of 2, meaning that you play 2 wars and you add up the total stars and percentage of it, and then you crown your winner to advance. So now Railo, who had the defense, is coming in with an answer, coming with a Suilalo with a skeleton, a heal, a bunch of spells with a double poison as his heroes are clearing the eagle of this whole bottom side compartment.
Yeah, great value. Now we have this lock launcher coming in, and that was something we have seen over the last couple of days multiple times. The lock launcher with the hero dive, it's such a powerful siege, and I feel like it's always the discussion about which siege is the most effective one, is the strongest one overall. And I feel like for sure the lock launcher is up there, giving that flame flinger a challenge, a run for its money. But overall, it's giving you so much value, being able to open up so much in the base, because just take a look at that. Royal Champion already down. Inferno Tower down. First get a shot. It's crazy value so far. And yes, he has a lot through the Town Hall, but I feel like people are getting better and better at how to counteract the Town Hall poison, how to work around it. Let's see if he can do that now with this attack, because that, if it's a 3-star, this would give them the lead. And take a look at that. The Queen is even at least damaging that Royal Champion, not really taking it down, but the Royal Champion is staying barely alive.
Yeah, he can't use that rage spell over the Town Hall, decides not to do that. And he's going to haste out of it with the Warden ability, perfectly used. Those balloons get shot right past that Town Hall poison, as the Hound that popped earlier did pull the Tornado Trap, so that's why he didn't have to worry about a Tornado Trap spinning these balloons around the Town Hall with a freeze. Rage to the backside of this base, and this is crushed. Look at these, with these backside skellies that were not only cleared the enemy RC, but are now used to help clean up, and swags that poison spell with these balloons pathing their way through. And what a brilliant attack here for Railo Vatang.
Wow, that was impressive, and it always looks so easy in the hand of the pros with this Lalo. And this hero dive was just incredible. With the lock launcher, we are seeing it with just a regular hero dive, sometimes with combined with lightning, maybe even with skelly donut. There's a lot of different possibilities using that lock launcher with the heroes together, but it's just so powerful, getting the value. Do not have to invest resources into wall breakers, for example, because remember, at the end of the day, even though super wall breakers are incredibly powerful, there are 8 housing space each. So this is kind of like summing up quite a bit. So using the lock launcher instead is saving you a lot of housing space to bring even more loons, maybe clean up. We're seeing a lot of time problems. So that's another powerful thing. And the match is starting off strong already. So far, 5-6 after 2 attacks each.
Yeah, and that one fail came in from Kazuma of Queen Walkers, and Is that going to be a difference maker in a best of 2? So you imagine that you have 10 attacks and only 1 fail, which could cost you a match. That's just insane to think about, where that's what it literally might come down to, where you have to be answering with 3 stars after 3 stars against your opponent. And 1 slip up could cost you an opportunity at trying to get a golden ticket.
That's right. And I mean, overall, if the stats are correct, like from Group A, I think we have seen overall 29 out of 30 stars for Queen Walkers over the group phase in Group A.
Wow.
On the other side, from Vatang, we have seen 42 stars over the amount of the possibly getting this 45 stars. So 3 stars missed over there. They had to play this one extra match in the lower bracket.
Yeah.
Otherwise, still, it's a really close match. And both teams are showcasing those stats that they're capable of getting those high-scoring matches really consistent. So every fail is really uncharacteristic for them, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Like, if these players fail, it's definitely a shock to us casting and the viewers at home of like, whoa, wait, this base defended. Let me go right out and try to copy this one right now because a pro player of this caliber did not get that 3-star. But remember that these players don't have that much time to plan, right? If you're, it's not like your typical war where you have 24 hours in the war day to plan your attack in a regular war or even in the CWL. This is, you have, if you're coming with the very first attack, you have just a few minutes to plan your attack. It's almost like Legends style, not like, it's not Legends per se where you can't go without scouting and planning your army, but you get almost no time. And stars, unfortunately, use the last invis to make that multi-target invisible and doesn't go down.
That is unfortunate. With that tornado trap, it should be no problem to take down that town hall. But I mean, I remember him using the blizzard a lot of times, and he even likes to fade the blizzard just to give the defender hope to still smash the base at the end. So Multi-Inferno Tower surviving is, if someone is coming back from that, or even capable of coming back from that, I think it is going to be Stars, one of the best Railo attackers in the entire world. And so far, even though the Inferno Tower is staying up, the attack is still not looking too bad, with the Queen now joining up with that King. But wait a second, is that Queen now joining, or is she going somewhere different? The ground exposed being kind of like a problem. But where's that Royal Champion now going with that King together? The Multi-Inferno Tower is getting skipped for now. Let's see if he can somehow get some loons in there to make it go down with the Queen. Oh, that Royal Champion. That is just insane. Royal Champion going for the Multi-Inferno Tower, and the attack looking great again.
Yeah, that Inferno Tower going down, so the balloons do not get hit by it. That was clutch from the RC, as he could pop this one ability to protect the balloons. But remember, there's probably a bunch of red air bombs somewhere in the core by these Infernos. Pops the warden ability, but also clips the Hound so it can tank this bottom air defense and Royal Champion. He's moving his way through. Oh, there's the red air bombs that I was worried about. That Sweeper's going to be a huge problem as he's pathing his way to the Scatter Shot now. Only 1 free spell remaining. There it is. And he needs this Royal Champion to go down, but there's not too many lava pups on her. The Owl needs the help. This RC is slowly picking these balloons off.
Go Owl, take it down. Maybe the death damage of some of those loons can take her out. And yes, indeed, she is going down. But at the same time, is it going to be still enough power? Time is looking good, especially when we have just the Unicorn, the minion on the right side is looking good as well. I don't know what it's doing over there, but now the question is, can the Owl with that Warden together maybe finish off the base? Because that minion is looking good with that Unicorn, but time is ticking. But the Warden might be able to take down the remaining buildings. I don't know. Minions could tank for the Warden. Who knows?
That single target Inferno, the minions, the Warden tried to step in. 12 seconds, come on! What is he gonna get? Warden! Oh no, wait, the Owl's helping! Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Warden, yes! What? Oh!
You can see his reaction. There we go. Yes, a laugh as well. And that's like the Stars Classic. Giving hope to the base speeder. Like, yes, let's go. The Skelly Donut, the bat did not work. The bat spell did not work. And he's like, No problem. That was just the bait.
Right?
I mean, I just wanted to give you hope, and that's like.
Oh my!
I mean, I can remember still like when I was playing back then. This is as a defender. This sucks. This feeling like you feel like okay, great, we got a defense, and then he's still restarting. Like what? Why? This is feeling so bad. So looking forward now to the next attack. Vatang could keep or build up their lead right there with another air attack and with the Electric Dragon to final this top side.
Yeah, that Electric Dragon's also taking the arch shot, which does go down. Warden ability goes through to help protect this blimp to try to make its way into this multi. Yeah, I don't think he wanted to push it all the way to that town hall. He wanted to clone into the multi. The balloon, I don't know if he got that second clone off. One balloon's coming back. It could get cloned if it steps in, but he did take out that scatter shot. And yes, there it is. Down goes the multi, and one dragon ended up getting cloned up. So that has gone down as now his heroes are going to try to path towards this town hall.
Yeah, and there's a lot of freezes still left, which he's trying to use now, but still, like, something has to take down this town hall with this air defense around the bottom side. Things are getting taken care of really quickly. The king is now pathing into that town hall, but this means he's going to have a lot of problems inside this town hall. Poison, Queen so far is doing a great job of, like, keeping herself out of danger. But the single Inferno Tower is going to be out of reach for her, and nothing so far is targeting it. Maybe he has to use the Royal Champion in there. Who knows how he's going to react, but so far, this attack could fall short as well. That would be the defense Queen Walker 7 would look for. Queen so far going around the outside. He has the one freeze, which he can use onto the scatter, onto the defending Queen, to maybe keep his Royal Champion alive.
Yeah, with that freeze coming in onto the enemy Queen and Scattershot, there is the defending king to the top side, but you don't have to worry. You don't have to kill the king as his platform has been removed. And that's all that matters, but the problem is this queen is making her way down south with her ability still intact. Is it going to be enough to overpower this ground expo, which will lock onto this queen pretty far away, as we did have a 91% come in from Kazuma's attack. That failed, so as long as PSW gets above a 91, they will have the advantage with just under 40 seconds left. He's approaching it. There's 90. He'll definitely get above that mark as the queen steps in. That is huge there, as the queen can use her ability on this ground expo.
Yeah, and especially the unicorn staying alive. That is clutch right now to make sure that this can work. If there is no giant bomb and the archers can keep tanking the warden, this can still work. Another close attack. The giant bomb. No way.
Wow.
As long as there is no giant bomb, last famous words, going to finish this attack. And that means it is going to be the defense. And this means stars are tied up again between those two teams.
You just had to say it, Itsu, didn't you? The giant bomb, of course, popped up right there to stop his queen. And you know, the reason why he didn't get it is because, did he have the minor queen skin? You know, she just would have went underground to avoid the giant bomb, right? Oh man, too bad. No, that does not happen. And of course, she steps in, pulls that giant bomb, and goes down. Needed those archers to help tank and protect her. Just not enough there, and now this war is all tied up on stars, but Vatang has that small lead in percentage.
Yeah, but considering that this is a best of 2 and we are going to play 2 matches, this lead so far, yes, it feels maybe great in this current moment, but I feel like there's so many things which can go good or wrong or wherever direction. So a lot of attacks still to go. Nothing is even close to being decided yet. And we have to wait for the next attack of Queen Walkers now coming in with their next attacker. I feel like so far, we have seen a lot of dragon attacks fail. We have seen Kazuma falling short with the Dragon Rider combination. And now another attack with the Dragon Rider combination falling short in this match so far. So let's see if that's going to keep happening, but that means another Skelly Donut coming in, and Klaus is going for it all. Going for the Skelly Donut on the Clan Castle, taking care of 2 multi-inferno towers.
No way.
That is incredible value right there.
To think about doing that type of attack in this situation, the pressure, your hands must be shaking. And if you just slip up one tile, you don't get the value you need. And after that, I mean, how do you fail after getting 2 Inferno Towers and the Clan Castle? That's just incredible. Now this queen can charge her way in towards this town hall, and the town hall goes down to the queen. The Royal Champion clears the scatter shot. This base almost becomes like a town hall, less than a town hall 13. To be honest, it seems like, because everything of value that you need to worry about in a Lalo tech will be gone.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Only one scatter shot is staying alive, depending on how the queen steps. That town hall should go down as well, and with that, one scatter, one eagle, and a royal champion. No more Inferno Towers at all, and he's starting with the ladder right away to make sure that time is not going to be an issue. And this one is looking good. He's going to go into the eagle, which means with this warden angle, he has to be careful with when and how he's going to send those wall breakers in, because there's a lot of ground expos which can possibly pick off his headhunters. And this means the angle has to be chosen wisely, and the warden ability has to be used for those headhunters.
I wonder if he actually forgot to use his ice golem, but he did end up using the ice golem on the far left side. Either way, because that ice golem's freezing up a bit of the Tesla farm, the Archer Tower. Look at these balloons. Warden ability going off to protect, and I told you, I don't see a way you fail after getting that kind of value. As the balloons are pathing their way around with over a minute left in the attack. And this is brilliant. Klaus is OP with this hit. Brilliant job there using the final freeze onto the Expo. And it's going to be an answer from him, and a 3-star for Klaus of Queen Walkers to keep the pressure on.
Yeah, those skelly donuts, they always look so, I don't know, like when you see them, they look so obvious. But I feel like just identifying the size of the invisibility spell, that you can actually place the invisibility spell perfectly to take those 2 Inferno Towers out and the Clan Castle. I feel like that is just so crazy. I would never really see the exact size you need of a invisibility spell. I would be like, is it one more or one less tile? Am I good? Should I go for it? It's just crazy how good they are with those skelly donuts overall, and you can see how powerful this is. But at the same time, if you want to try it out as well in some Clan Wars and Legend, make sure to test it before that in Friendly Challenge. Like, it's not as easy as those guys make it look like, because one invisibility spell misdropped and your entire attack feels like done. Like, there's no coming back pretty much most of the time. So it's tricky. Make sure that you practice it a little bit before triggering your teammates and messing up your Clan War.
Yeah, you don't want to predict wrong, right? Where you are placing your spells like, okay, I got it. I can drop my spells here, and then you completely don't take anything out, even like an Inferno or the Clan Castle. And it's like, wait, did you just use all your spells to get nothing? Like, that's one of the worst feelings when you try to use a Skelly Donut. But we have warning of Vatang coming in with a Sui Lalo. He's not going Skelly Donut. He's taking a poison deal with whatever comes out of that Clan Castle, as his heroes and Log Launcher is going to try to open up the walls that connect both these Inferno Towers so that his heroes could get some incredible value.
Yeah, and to me, always it looks so satisfying seeing the logs rolling through, sniping down buildings, dealing so much damage. And again, take a look at the angle he chose with the log launcher.
My.
He is going to take care of the entire Clan Castle with that. Only the super minions, and they are covered inside the poison. This already looks incredible.
Queen,
though.
only
the queen, again, doing queen things.
No.
Otherwise, things are looking good. If he's now going to get that scatter, that would be incredible. And this looks really good, because both sweepers are pointing away from the town hall. So he should be good looking going into that town hall right there. One invisibility spell can use at the same time. His queen, though, is going to take down this royal champion, which is good value as well.
Yeah, that is nice value. Don't have to worry about using headhunters onto her, or even headhunters at all in the rest of this trade, because the queen and RC are both down, as he's going to have to use the warden ability. But we're at the town hall, moving his way through, finding some Teslas off to the right side. He hasn't found the whole Tesla farm, because remember, you find the Teslas at 51% as well as once the tunnel activates just like that. But the freeze spell goes down to the town hall as these balloons are pathing their way straight into it. Another freeze coming through, and there is the tornado trap with the ward ability under rage. Protects a handful of these loons with a heal spell. 2 skeletons, a freeze. He's got like everything left still. Oh my.
This is so crazy. I feel like there are a couple of strategies over this Clash Master tournament overall, which were just more powerful hit rate wise than any of the other strategies. One of the strategies being the Queen Charge Hydra. I feel like I have never really seen that strategy fail. And as well, those lock launcher dives with or without the lightnings are just looking so good, because people are really getting good at how to ladder through the Town Hall. I remember in the beginning of Town Hall 14, no one out there was brave enough to play the ladder through the Town Hall. It was just way too scary. People were just like, okay, always go for the Town Hall. Hero dive, take it out. We don't have to worry about it anymore. At this point, everyone is just going for the other side of the base, using the lock launcher, using the flame finger, and then just laddering in Town Hall, and he just does not care. Nice 3-star right there, and Vatang again with that 3-star on the board, tying things up, only percent being the difference maker right now.
Indeed, and if Queen Walker's coming with a triple on this one, and then Vatang coming in with a triple as well, then Vatang will win war number 1. But remember, this is a best of 2, so you add the 2 wars together. So even if you lose the first one, you still have a chance to make that up in the second one and still try to advance, as there's a total of 6 wars here today. As the next matchup will have a best of 2. The grand finals will also have a best of 2. So we are going to be finding out today who is getting that golden ticket and $10,000. Yeah, $10,000 going to first place. First place team, as the total has been $25,000 for the playoffs and $50,000 overall throughout this Clash Masters. It's been incredible to see, and it's really awesome to see. There's you have to really work your way to get to this point. It's not like you just win a certain war, you make it easy, right? It's totally deserved for these teams to make it here. They've done so much on their journey through the qualifiers, through last chance qualifiers, play-in stages, playoffs, and now they're here, finishing with Yuta in war number 1.
Yeah, and I feel like so far the scoreline really shows that. Like, it's really showing how good those teams are in those high-pressure moments as well. Like, this is not going the wrong way right now, but how good they are in adapting to all of this pressure as well. Like, it's different than just like a regular community tournament or something like that. So there's for sure a difference noticed. But now, back to the Queen Charge, going in from the wrong side. We have to see how he's going to adapt, because he's not going to be able to pull off the charge as he wanted it in the beginning, where he directly wanted to charge in the Town Hall. He has now to maybe switch the side with Queen Charge Hybrid, because Hybrid is really underrated in my opinion right now. Let's see if there's any spring traps. Like, the first spring trap already hit. Are there any more of them? That's the big question.
Yeah, moving his way into the scatter shot. And notice that the owl is actually on his queen. Not typically, usually it's on your warden, but the unicorn is on his royal champion, moving through with Rockaloon super minions coming out of this clan castle with that ward ability going off. And his RC is just barely... Okay, she's still alive into the core of the space, as hogs are now just coming out of the siege barracks being used, as the queen's getting spun into the town hall poison.
Oh, the queen with those healers, or especially the healers, are a big problem. But so far, the eagle going down, the heal in the core, making sure they have a nice path in the back. And I say it, Hybrid is so underrated, especially with people paying less and less attention to that strategy. As long as there's not 1,000 spring traps against it, it is so powerful. And you can see those spring traps were meant to defend other things, headhunters and other strategies. And this is looking so good. And another 3-star coming in for Queen Walker Stephanie. 14 stars is going to be the entries out for them. The question now is, how is it going to look like for Vatang? Can they get their classic 14 stars as well? That would have the first match with the percentage lead. And going to the next one, that's always the great situation to be in, especially if you consider that you're facing right now Queen Walker Stephanie.
Yeah, and that triple right now puts the pressure back onto Vatang. And if Vatang triples, then it'll only be a 7% difference between these two teams. And it will be tied on stars. And going into the second match, that's almost like it's tied exactly, right? It's so close. When you average it out between two wars, that'll be almost like just 1 to 2 building difference when it comes down to it. But we're going to have to see all of the attacks for the teams as there will be a whole nother war for this matchup. The pressure's coming on Lancelota for Vatang, who's probably going to be coming in with his classic queen charge. Typically a queen charge Lalo is what he loves to do, and he's not scared to end on the town hall. As you've talked about, these players are being more and more confident to be able to end on the town hall, take it down with rage spells, and then continue on to triple the base.
I feel like since the legend rework, players have just become better and better over time so much, because you had so much good practice versus other top base builders and other top players in the entire world. Because legend became so much about skill, so much about like putting in time into your offense and into your defense, that a lot of those players are just getting so good at the game that they can force a lot of those strategies just on any base with having such a good success rate. Like if you're taking a look at Stars, for example, in Legends, he's going like, I don't know, 44 out of 46 Legend attacks or something on one day or something crazy like that. So it is really impressive. Now we see Lancelota as well, pushing a lot of times in Legends with the Queen Charge Lado, and he's doing exactly that right now as well. Having a lock launcher selected at the moment, looking forward to see if he's going to change that or where exactly he tries to use it. But for now, starting his screen at the bottom side, and then following up with Lalo then.
Yeah, can the Lalo triple this base as the invisibility spell is used to the right side to force the queen to go left and charge her way in towards the multi-target Inferno. But will the angle of these healers step in? Yes, they are getting hit by the multi-target Inferno. Rage speeds this queen up so the healers don't take too much damage. With another wall break coming into that ground expo, charging this queen through. Just let's be worried about these healers, and hopefully they don't take any red air bombs. But a log launcher is opening up towards the scatter shot as the queen is gonna wait. Look at this wall. Oh no! The wall break gets one-shotted by the Grand Warden, but the queen continues her path towards the eagle.
Oh no, and with this opening, the queen is not going to come back, most likely. Yes, he's going to... Ooh, Headhunter is coming in too late. Is he going to lose the queen ability? Yes! At least the invisibility spell is in place, so this means that the healers are safe, but... Oh no, the rocket loons and the queen is... Like, they're going in the wrong direction. Eagle shots are coming down, and not even the Multi-Throne Tower is going down. This is not looking good for Vatang. He's trying to push the queen back inside with the king. This is going to be really tricky with the Town Hall being on the far other side. He has to make sure that the Warden is getting sent with that Lalo into the Town Hall. Maybe he has a chance of somehow getting this as a comeback. There we go. Lalo has started. He knows he shouldn't wait too much longer. Otherwise, time is going to be another factor. But he has to invest some more spells to get through that Town Hall and speed those loons through. But there is no queen ability left. So every single spell into the Lalo is a risk, which he has to use.
Yeah, with that rage securing the town hall. Now the Royal Champion coming into the enemy RC. That multi-target Inferno staying up, and it's going to do so much damage. They got slowed down to that town hall poison. Headhunters onto the enemy RC with his RC ability. This queen is still going. The RC is going to finally be able to clear the enemy RC. Wait a second, 27 seconds. Here we go. He needs a triple to keep the stars tied. Only 20 seconds here. He's going to pop the RC ability, skips across. We've got the cannon, drops the two loons out of the RC. Will grab the multi. Now the RC can go to the clan castle and start cleaning up. Wait! Come on. Oh! Wait! We got a sneaky goblin on the clan castle. He's cheering. What? No way!
And this is exactly what I meant with player getting so good in Legend, being able to react to an attack which is going completely wrong. That was just